Okay, what musical made you cry?
Oh, what doesn't? Honestly, all 9 times that I've seen Spring Awakening, I haven't cried twice. So, and it's always at a different part too. It's never at like the same thing. But I think it really depends on like the acting choices.
That's true.
Yeah.
Growing up, it was West Side Story. Because I was a slut for Tony for some reason. No, but for real, the musical that makes me cry consistently is Fun Home. And it's a newer musical to me personally. And it has a little bit more of a meaning to me, like as of recently as well. So I remember like there was 1 week at work, no, actually more like 2 weeks, where that was like literally all I listened to. So yeah,
Fun Home, but because I want to give a different answer and not just copy her, I'm gonna say Les Mis. I've seen it 3 times. One of those was the movie version and cried every time. So it's that last number gets me. I don't know. It's just.
Well, I was just gonna say I have a question that's not on there, but it's a good. So to get more specific, what song from a musical makes you cry like the easiest?
Oh, okay.
Definitely Burn from Hamilton. Like, I don't think I've ever actually, like, gotten all the way through it without crying, but it just hits home for me for, like, a lot of reasons.
if we're just narrowing it down to individual song, it's Your Daddy's Song from Ragtime. It's a gorgeous song, and it's one of those songs where it's the amount of pain in her voice is undeniable. It's not something that I can just listen to in the background. Like, I have to be, it pulls me, like, makes me pay attention. And it's just really, really sad. Like, I don't even want kids. And, like, it's, like, something that is just so devastating. And it's just the amount of pain in her voice, I think.
Me, It's Quiet Uptown always gets me. Just, like I have a thing about, like, moms losing their kids, and, like, it gets me, like,
you do have a thing, though.
I do, you know, it's just, like, it gets me, but, like, the other one, okay, so this is really, really weird, for some reason, whenever I'm singing through, So Much Better in Legally Blonde, the part where she goes, "Hey mom, look at," and like she like is all excited and like crying about getting into like the law, like I don't know why, like, but that always gets me really emotional for some reason.
Right.
And it's like a weird trigger thing, like I just
Is it like happy emotions?
I don't know. I just like for some reason like get like really
overwhelmed
with like something in my chest, and I'll just be like, "Oh, hey mom, look at my name." What musical made you laugh?
Oh, so many. Any musical can make me laugh because, like, I mean, again, acting choices. Okay, not particularly the musical itself that made me laugh. I mean, I did laugh, but there was a really good moment when our high school did Drowsy Chaperone. Where this one's brother decided he was going to change his line because he was underling the butler. And when Janet goes, "Underling, have you ever been married?" And the original line is, "Heavens no, ma'am, I prefer to be paid for my services." And on closing night, he changed it to, "Heavens no, ma'am, I make my own sandwiches." And I had already seen it the night before, so I knew what the line was supposed to be and was not expecting it. And I was honestly, like, crying laughing because it just, like, was super unexpected. And you could see basically everyone that was on stage at that point, like, trying not to break. So that's a more, like, specific.
Evil Dead, the musical. Good shit.
She was, like, giving birth next to me, like,
the only time I'll ever, like, give any type of birth. Like, I also am personally just biased, but Curtains the musical is hilarious. And The Producers. Yeah. I'm just laughing thinking about The Producers.
I am gonna say Pirates of Penzance because it's one of those musicals that I think people think because it was written in the 1800s is like not going to be very funny, or they think it's gonna be boring and like an opera, which it is kind of an opera, but it's like a really funny operatic type show, and I absolutely love all the jokes in it, like the fact that he's born on February 29th, so they're like, haha, you're secretly 4.5 years old, and it's like, the plot is so convoluted and weird, like, it's such a funny show that, like, nobody appreciates, I feel like. It's so, I love that show.
Major General. Are there any musicals you saw and hated? I saw one very, very bad production of Spring Awakening, and I don't leave shows at intermission. I think it's super disrespectful. It's just not, I don't think it's really okay, but I did it because I've never seen something so bastardized in my life. There's very sensitive subject material in that show, and it wasn't good. And then I saw a really bad West Side Story that I wanted to leave. And that's my mom's favorite show, and even she was like, can we leave? But I had to see it for school, so we had to sit through it. And it was a professional production. It wasn't just like a community theater. Yeah.
I've never liked Godspell, ever. So, no production of Godspell that I've ever seen in my life I've ever liked. Like, I've gone to, like, support, like, Friends before and things like that, you know, and of course, you know, they do well in the musical that they're in. They work with the material that they're given as well, so I've never seen a good production of Godspell. And it's just because I don't like Godspell. Sorry! I'm sorry.
I saw this one production of Legally Blonde that I really, really didn't like, and it's just because of the casting choices that they made. Like, the thing is, I really love Legally Blonde. It was just the cast could not vocally or like they just like didn't do the characters very well. Like, it was just like the choices were very odd overall. So like the whole production just seemed off to me. I might have also been a little bitter because I didn't get into it. But we're not going to talk about that. But like I said before, I really just don't like South Pacific, so I'm just going to throw that one out there again.
Fair enough.
I like you wash that man out of my hair, and then that's about it. Like, what musical do you want to see as a film?
No, because I'm very, like, timid about, like, the things that I love being adapted. I know that American Idiot, they just, like, I think finally locked in because it's been in development hell for, like, years, and I feel like that'll translate really well, whereas, like, Spring Awakening has also been in development hell, and I really don't think that'll translate well as a movie. And the only hope that I had for it was that initially McG was going to be in charge of it. But obviously that's not happening anymore, thank God. But I feel like American Idiot will work. I feel like the content will work. I feel like it can translate well.
For me, it's First Date, the musical. God, that would be such a good movie. Like, I can already think, like, The Girl for You, like, is, like, my, like, favorite number just because there's so many, like, crazy characters involved. I could just imagine, like, Zachary Levi, like, running around, like, trying to get away from, like, all these, like, people who aren't actually there talking to him, whether they're dead or they're alive and they're just not there. I could just map it out. I could map up the entire thing right now and know that that would make, like, a great movie. I think it'd be really comedic, and also just the movement of the musical, I think, would translate well into a movie. So
I'm gonna say Fun Home because I really enjoy it, and like the way that it transitions from like the old version to the teenage version to the kid version, and like between the three of them, like I think it would look really cool. in a movie format, especially with like the oldest version, like narrating everything. I think that one would actually translate really well to film, personally. So that's definitely my answer. What musicals are you dying to see?
Ooh, what aren't I dying to see?
1, 2, 3.
Hamilton. But we're making plans to go see Fun Home together, and also Amelie, so we can go see Pippa. I know I was really upset that I didn't get to go see Cabaret. I missed it. But I also would actually be really stoked to see Jawbreaker the musical, which I think it's more of like a workshop thing, but I know they've started, I think, doing like readings again, and also Anastasia. Yeah.
I was gonna say Anastasia for sure, and also I've never seen a stage production of Sweeney Todd, and I think that's something that it's a big part of me that's missing. It's like I have this little black hole here in my heart right there. It's a stage production of Sweeney Todd. None are available yet, but one day.
I mean, pretty much. Oh, you guys covered it at the same time. Oh my god, that was fantastic. Yeah, you guys pretty much covered all of my answers. Like Anastasia, for sure. I love that movie so much. So like, I know I'm just gonna cry the whole time. And like, obviously Hamilton, definitely Fun Home. Yeah, I pretty much. I mean, okay, I will say that I've always wanted to see a Star Kid production in person. And that definitely counts, so I'm definitely saying any Star Kid production, because they're always changing.
I also have never seen Heathers live, and was trying to go to San Francisco when that was the thing and didn't get to. And I'm really upset about it. Now I'm kind of like, it's fine. Like, I want my first live Heathers experience to be a good one, so.
Yeah, and being in a musical helps with that a lot of the time, so.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a horrible urge to go see Evil Dead the musical right now.
Right.
Like I'm good now that I've been in it.
Well, that was one of the ones on my like list of things that I was dying to see, and I got to go see her in it as Shelly. Shelly!
I'll slash your belly.
So
that's rude. The word.
That's rude.
No.
Anyways, any movie or book you think that it should be turned into a musical?
Well, we have always talked about, so like when this happens, we can go back to it. We've talked about doing an Exorcist musical. It was kind of like a joke, but Amy's now like wanting to actually do it.
You can't joke about this stuff around me.
I know.
Scream.
That's a thing. The unauthorized musical parody of Scream is a thing.
Okay, musical parodies don't count though. Like I mean, like original music.
But like a Harry Potter musical counts, and that's an unauthorized parody.
Yeah.
But like unauthorized parody, as in like kind of like how Devil Wears Prada is an unauthorized parody. Like they use actual songs that are like.
Yeah, so they have to
like
write it.
Yeah, that's not.
So it's like, I mean, like jukebox musical, like still, yeah, because since that is like a thing nowadays, but yes, like a full like rewritten.
A real musical. I think Scream would be fucking hilarious.
Great.
I was fucking gonna say Dirty Dancing, and I'm like, that's
a
real thing. Really cute to do like a Goonies musical, but I'm biased.
Goonies would be such a good musical.
I'm biased.
God.
Like basically like picking. Okay, what are my top 5 like favorite movies? Okay, what works? Okay, Scream. Okay, Goonies.
Okay, so for me, I have always really, really wanted Shark Boy and Lava Girl to be a full musical.
We talked about that too.
Yeah, I mentioned it to you guys before, but like, I really, really think it should be a full musical. Like, take that Dream, Dream, Dream song and like turn it into a whole thing. Ollie, put a clip of Dream, Dream, Dream up, because I fucking love that part.
Take your time, but beware, there's darkness in the air. Dream, 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 dream.
But I think that they should take that concept and stick that whole thing in there.
Amy's name suggestion for it was Live Lava Shark. Like Live Laugh Love.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
Alright, last question on this whole thing. What is your all-time favorite musical? musical?
Oh, I can't pick.
You need to pick.
An awful question.
Spring Awakening. I've seen it, like I said, I've seen it 9 times, like, kind of like the clear standout, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Music Man, as far as the classics go.
One answer, ma'am. One answer.
Ma'am,
You've
what?
exceeded your one answer limit.
No.
Ma'am. You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
I did not hit her. I did not.
I did not.
Oh, hi,
Mark. Well, at least currently, now that I've seen it, Hunchback of Notre Dame, I literally went by myself because I was like, I'm just not gonna miss it. And I cried so much. There was an older gentleman like sat in the seat immediately next to me, and I was crying and like blowing my nose so hard he kind of like edged away from me, like I couldn't control all the goo coming out of my face.
Oh, no.
But no, seriously, like, and the way that they interpreted it, because it's like #deaf hunchback. John McGinty is just, he was the perfect Quasimodo, and just the interpretation and, you know, the dancing and the choir, and like it's one of my favorite Disney movies. And so when I found out about it during workshop, I was like, I need to see it. I need to see it. So finally did, and it hasn't stopped playing since.
Okay, I think my answer actually needs to be Evil Dead. Just cause like, not only does it have like, 2, or actually 3 of, technically 2 because 2 of the characters are the same person, 2 of my dream roles, but like, it's also just really funny, and it's like my favorite musical I've ever been in, but it's also my favorite musical I've ever watched, and like, I've always wanted to be in the Splash Zone during a production of it, so like, overall, just really, really enjoy that, and also because I don't know if I can say a Harry Potter musical is my answer.
I count.
Does that count?
Off-Broadway counts.
Okay.
And that's technically...
Well, I mean, they're both off-Broadway.
Exactly.
I just wasn't sure if that counts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It counts.
Well, then I changed my answer to a Harry Potter musical because I really, really fucking love that show. And it's the only time I'll ever ship Quirrell and Voldemort. And she doesn't know what I'm talking about because she's never seen it. So we're going to watch that. So,
Thank you for putting me on blast.
Her
Put her on blast!
Her Harry Potter virginity is gonna be gone soon, so.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's all the questions. We made it through in like an hour.
It's okay. Ollie's going to have a really fun time editing this.
Hey. Okay, well, we made it through. So thank you for watching. If you made it through this, we love you. Congratulations. If you didn't make it through and you just skipped, I guess we still love you. Just a little bit less. You're like the redheaded stepchild of the followers. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna do that YouTuber thing. Like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Do it for Meatloaf's
Do
recovery.
it for Meatloaf.
Every like helps a pig in need recover from having their head chopped off.
Exactly.
That's all I had to say.
Pussy.
Okay. The braids, just whip and everything.
No, seriously, thank you so much for watching our video. We're still getting started out, so we appreciate all of the support that we've received so far. If you haven't already, please pop over to our Twitter, our Instagram, our Facebook, and take a look there. And we're excited for all of our upcoming projects. We've already got some things in the works. So yeah, stay tuned. Pinterest.
Finger guns. Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Look who's evil now!
Okay, bye! This video's over now!
Go home.